Warning, do not drink, do not shower, do not cook, do not use your water from your tap. This is what's happening in a part of Texas right now. This happens to be Trinidad, Texas, but this is not the only state that's having issues with their water right now. It's just different issues with water, all with pretty much the same result. Brown water, in this case, chemicals so strong in the water that this teenager has suffered chemical burns on the majority of her body and rashes. So this 16-year-old has been hospitalized after suffering severe chemical burns when taking a shower at her home in a small town of Texas. The 16-year-old's parents are now speaking out and considering taking legal action. But when I dug a little bit deeper in here, this town has some corruption going on, allegedly, okay? Allegedly, they do. Because they have had people arrested. They had a woman arrested for months earlier just saying, look at this girl's arm, broken out from this water. That is absolutely insane. And she thought by taking another shower, it would soothe it. And it did this. Burnt her legs. Look at her feet. Her legs, her arms, and even her face. Chemical burn. And now she's in the hospital. This is the water. Now, I don't know if the water was clear when she took a shower, but the chemicals are in the water. This is their sink, discolored water. David and Misty Logan told Fox affiliate that their daughter had to be treated for a chemical burn after she took multiple showers using water from the city of Trinidad. This is in Texas, located roughly 70 miles south of Dallas. So I had to look to see, okay, is there any data centers nearby? Because I know I've done other stories where people experiencing the brown water and things like that. Well, Trinidad does not have a data center, but Trinidad, not far from Trinidad, they are currently building one. Not saying that had anything to do with it, because this has a lot to do with what the city did. Their daughter first noticed some skin issues after taking a shower on May 28th. She then took 2 more showers to ease the pain, which only caused more irritation. Medical records obtained said the 16-year-old most likely had chemical burns, severe dermatitis from water she was exposed to. There has been an issue with discolored and smelly water for a long time. Again, I say, another woman spoke out on this on her Facebook page. And the mayor or whoever decided to retaliate against her and have her arrested.
City of Trinidad's water under investigation by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
I've never felt safe to drink the water.
Alex Estrada worked several maintenance roles for the city of Trinidad for more than 3 years.
They didn't maintain the water lines correctly, in my opinion.
Now, Estrada and his sister, the city's water clerk, filed a federal lawsuit claiming they were fired on the very same morning without any legitimate cause, all because the water clerk refused to lie on behalf of Police Chief Charles Gregory and City Administrator Cynthia Dozier. Dozier did not respond to Fox 4's request for comment. The lawsuit claims she said this to the siblings.
I'm firing him, and honey, I'm firing you too. Y'all are done here.
You should not be afraid to talk about something that's going on in your town if it is affecting you health-wise.
Or report by Trinidad Police Department for a Facebook post in which she said she received reports people were hospitalized from the water. A grand jury no-billed her case, dismissing the charge. We still do not know if anyone's been hospitalized, including Winston Knowles, who protested outside Trinidad City Hall with a sign reading, expletive, bad cops, while Trinidad police arrested Knowles for disorderly conduct.
Where's the accountability? Obviously, they've been running this town like this for a while. I don't know, this is the Dukes of Hazzard or something.
Sister were fired.
Do you believe there's a retaliation problem going on right now?
I believe we need an outside agency to look at what's going on here.
Law enforcement agency?
Yes.
Trinidad Mayor Dennis Hawes speaking of everything that's been going on in Trinidad.
We need somebody to come in here that is independent from all that and take a look at this whole situation.
He sounds like he's afraid
to come in here.
Fox 4 obtained documents from the Henderson County District Attorney and County Attorney alerting defense attorneys about credibility concerns with Gregory in 2022 and 2024. Allegations that Gregory, while at a different department, made false statements to an officer who was then an officer with the Trinidad Police Department. Chief Gregory has turned down Fox 4's multiple requests for interviews since his department charged Combs and Knowles.
He's going to have to, at some point, make some sort of statement about what his thoughts were.
On Thursday, Trinidad City Council is scheduled to debate fire.
And maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can let me know. I thought that the mayor was over the police department. So whatever that is that they use has burnt that poor child up. And that makes absolutely no sense. But the city of Trinidad is not the only one that's experiencing a water crisis right now. We know a lot of people are experiencing water crisis when it comes to data centers and things like that, but they're also experiencing this stuff because of pipes. So here's one here. This is in West Virginia. What is coming out of it?
Nowhere is the failure of government more clear than in the county's water supply, which at times is not clear at all. Few trust that it's safe enough to drink, and angry residents have documented the black and brown that oozes from aging pipes and contamination left behind from the coal industry.
Deregulated a lot of oversight. So these corporations are going to do what they want to do. They're not going to look out for you. It's only going to get worse. You got old pipes, you got them flushing out the mine and there.
I've never seen anything like that. The DEP's been known to stretch the truth a little bit. Looks like a scene out of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
They said they cleared the drain out, and now about 5 miles up the road, all the stream's contaminated.
Yeah.
First thing came to mind was, hey, we need to get a hold of DEP. They said, hey, we're going to send our guy out all day yesterday. It was me and a few other people out, none of them. Midnight, we were out taking samples, and we seen the dead wildlife. We seen everything moving downstream.
It's a mess.
So basically, they were relying on that water. They would drink from that water, but they can't even do that now. And they definitely can't fish because they got dead wildlife and you got chemicals in the water. Of course, they're blaming it on not them, but the city or whoever is blaming it on the train, but it's not the train. It's actually them flushing the mines out. I don't want to play the rest of it because it's like a lot of cursing in this particular one.
On for years, but right now it's happening more often and it's more intense. Take a look at what we are talking about here. Pretty gross. Some describe it as looking like light beer. Others say it's simply unacceptable. The city
look like pee to me, but of somebody who wasn't drinking a lot of water. But that being said, I see a comment over here saying, where's the closest data center? But at this point, I think we all should be concerned, even if this is not our area. This is why I'm bringing this to the forefront, because we need to talk about water. We can survive days, weeks without eating. It's called fasting. It's nothing to it. But when it comes to water, yes, you can do a water fast, but at some point you are going to need access to fresh drinking water. And even with drinking out of bottles is not that good for you. But if that's all you got, that's all you have, right? Because of the nanoparticles and plastic and all of that stuff that's you know, leaches into the bottles if your bottles are sitting for a long period of time, or if you're not storing them properly. Those things do happen. So we need to think about ways that we can store water at our home, create catchment systems. If you live in an apartment and all you can do is stock up water, like I said, having something is better than having nothing. I still buy water from the store, even though we have access to well water on my husband's family's property. But what if that gets contaminated, like those folks who live across from a data center who well got contaminated because the water leached into the well, and they have to replace the well because now their water comes out like this right here, brown. So it's concerning. It's concerning because water will be on the stock market if it's not already, because they have figured out that they can monetize it. But I don't know where this goes, y'all, but we need to be preparing for every single scenario that we can think of to sustain us until the return. We got to deal with all of this stuff. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. I'll see you guys in another video today. Please hit the like, hype, share, comment, all those good things, and subscribe if you have not. See you in the next one.